raiment? Behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they? Which of you, by taking thought, can add 1 cubit unto his stature? And why take ye thought for raiment? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. And yet I say unto you, that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. Wherefore, if God so clothe the grass of the field, which today is, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe you, O ye of little faith? Today therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? For after all these things did a Gentile seek. For your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Take therefore no thought for the morrow, for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. The Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 7. Judge not, that ye be not judged. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. And with what measure ye mete, it shall be measured to you again. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and the beam is in thine own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet, and turn again and rend you. Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. For everyone that asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be opened. For what man is there of you, whom if his son ask bread, will he give him a stone? Or if he ask a fish, will he give him a serpent? If ye then, being evil, know how to give good gifts unto your children, how much more shall your Father which is in heaven give good things to them that ask him? Therefore, all things whatsoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them. For this is the law and the prophets. Enter ye in at the strait gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because strait is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns, or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. And it came to pass, when Jesus had ended these sayings, that people were astonished at his doctrine, for he taught them as one having authority, and not as the scribes. The Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 8. When he was come down from the mountain, great multitudes followed him. And behold, there came a leper and worshipped him, saying, Lord, if thou wilt, thou canst make me clean. And Jesus put forth his hand and touched him, saying, I will, be thou clean. And immediately his leprosy was cleansed. And Jesus saith unto him, See thou tell no man, but go thy way, show thyself to the priest, and offer the gift that Moses commanded, for a testimony unto them. And when Jesus was entered into Capernaum, there came unto him a centurion, beseeching him, and saying, Lord, thy servant lieth at home, sick of the palsy, grievously tormented. And Jesus saith unto him, I will come and heal him. The centurion answered and said, Lord, I am not worthy that thou shouldest come under my roof, but speak the word only, and my servant shall be healed. For I am a man under authority, having soldiers under me. And I say to this man, Go, and he goeth, and to another, Come, and he cometh, and to my servant, Do this, and he doeth it. When Jesus heard it, he marveled, and said to them that followed, Verily I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel. And I say unto you, that many shall come from the east and west, and shall sit down with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. But the children of the kingdom shall be cast out into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And Jesus said unto the centurion, Go thy way, and as thou hast believed, so be it done unto thee. And his servant was healed in the same hour. And when Jesus was come to Peter's house, he saw his wife's mother laid and sick of a fever, and he touched her hand, and the fever left her, and she arose and ministered unto them. When the evening was come, they brought unto him many that were possessed with devils, and he cast out the spirits with his word, and healed all that were sick, that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by Isaiah the prophet, saying, Himself took our infirmities and bare our sicknesses. Now when Jesus saw great multitudes about him, he gave commandment to depart unto the other side. And a certain scribe came and said unto him, Master, I will follow thee whithersoever thou goest. And Jesus saith unto him, The foxes have holes, and the birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man hath not where to lay his head. And another of his disciples said unto him, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father. But Jesus said unto him, Follow me, and let the dead bury their dead. And when he was entered into a ship, his disciples followed him. And behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea, insomuch that the ship was covered with the waves. But he was asleep. And his disciples came to him and awoke him, saying, Lord, save us, we perish. And he saith unto them, Why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith? Then he arose and rebuked the winds and the sea, and there was a great calm. But the men marveled, saying, What manner of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him? And when he was come to the other side into the country of the Gergesenes, there met him two possessed with devils, coming out of the tombs, exceeding fierce, so that no man might pass by that way. And behold, they cried out, saying, What have we to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of God? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? And there was a good way off from them, and heard of many swine feeding. So the devils besought him, saying, If thou cast us out, suffer us to go away into the herd of swine. And he said unto them, Go. And when they were come out, they went into the herd of swine, and behold, the whole herd of swine ran violently down a steep place into the sea, and perished in the waters. And they that kept them fled, and went their ways into the city, and told everything, and what was befallen to the possessed of the devils. And behold, the whole city came out to meet Jesus. And when they saw him, they besought him that he would depart out of their coasts. The Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 9. And he entered into a ship, and passed over, and came into his own city. And behold, they brought to him a man sick of the palsy, lying on a bed. And Jesus, seeing their faith, said unto the sick of the palsy, Son, be of good cheer, thy sins be forgiven thee. And behold, certain of the scribes said within themselves, This man blasphemeth. And Jesus, knowing their thoughts, said, Wherefore think ye evil in your hearts? For whether is easier, to say, Thy sins be forgiven thee, or to say, Arise and walk? But that ye may know, that the Son of Man hath power on earth to forgive sins. Then saith he to the sick of the palsy, Arise, take up thy bed, and go unto thine house. And he arose, and departed to his house. But when the multitude saw it, they marveled, and glorified God, which had given such power unto men. And as Jesus passed forth from thence, he saw a man named Matthew, sitting at the receipt of custom. And he saith unto him, Follow me. And he arose, and followed him. And it came to pass, as Jesus sat at meat in the house, behold, many publicans and sinners came, and sat down with him and his disciples. And when the Pharisees saw it, they said unto his disciples, Why eateth your master with publicans and sinners? But when Jesus heard that, he said unto them, They that be whole need not a physician, but they that are sick. But go ye and learn what that meaneth. I will have mercy, and not sacrifice. For I am not come to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance. Then came to him the disciples of John, saying, Why do we the Pharisees fast on, but thy disciples fast not? And Jesus said unto them, Can the children of the bride chamber mourn, as long as the bridegroom is with them? The days will come, when the bridegroom shall be taken from them, and then shall they fast. No man putteth a piece of new cloth unto an old garment, for that which is put in to fill it up taketh from the garment, and the rent is made worse. Neither do men put new wine into old bottles, else the bottles break, and the wine runneth out, and the bottles perish. But they put new wine into new bottles, and both are preserved. While he spake these things unto them, behold, there came a certain ruler, and worshipped him, saying, My daughter is even now dead, but come and lay thy hand upon her, and she shall live. And Jesus arose and followed him, and so did his disciples. And behold, a woman which was diseased with an issue of blood 12 years came behind him, and touched the hem of his garment. For she said within herself, If I may but touch his garment, I shall be whole. But Jesus turned him about, and when he saw her, he said, Daughter, be of good comfort, thy faith hath made thee whole. And the woman was made whole from that hour. And when Jesus came to the ruler's house, and saw the minstrels and the people making a noise, he said unto them, Give place, for the maid is not dead, but sleepeth. And they laughed him to scorn. But when the people were put forth, he went in and took her by the hand, and the maid arose. The maid thereof went abroad into all that land. And when Jesus departed thence, two blind men followed him, crying and saying, Thou son of David, have mercy on us. And when he was come into the house, the blind men came to him, and Jesus saith unto them, Believe ye that I am able to do this? They said unto him, Yea, Lord. Then touched he their eyes, saying, According to your faith, be it unto you. And their eyes were opened, and Jesus straightly charged them, saying, See that no man know it. But they, when they were departed, spread abroad his fame in all that country. As they went out, behold, they brought to him a dove, prince of the devils. And Jesus went about all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues and preaching the gospel of the kingdom and healing every sickness and every disease among the people. But when he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion on them, because they fainted and were scattered abroad as sheep having no shepherd. Then saith he unto his disciples, The harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. The Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 10. And when he had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out, and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. Now the names of the 12 apostles are these. The first, Simon, who is called Peter, and Andrew his brother, James the son of Zebedee, and John his brother, Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas and Matthew the publican, James the son of Alphaeus, and Matthias, whose surname was Thaddeus, Simon the Canaanite, and Judas Iscariot, who also betrayed him. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as ye go, preach, saying, The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give. Provide neither gold nor silver nor brass in your persons, nor scrip for your journey, neither two coats, neither shoes, nor yet staves, for the workman is worthy of his meat. And into whatsoever city or town ye shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy, and there abide till ye go thence. And when ye come into an house, salute it. And if the house be worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it be not worthy, let your peace return to you. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of the house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents, and harmless as doves. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child. And the children shall rise up against their parents, and cause them to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that endureth to the end shall be saved. But when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. The disciple is not above his master, or the servant above his Lord. It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household? Fear them not therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light, and what ye hear in the ear, that preach ye upon the housetops. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy brother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. He that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward, and he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. And whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward. The Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 11. And it came to pass, when Jesus had made an end of commanding his 12 disciples, he departed thence to teach and to preach in their cities. Now when John had heard in the prison the works of Christ, he sent 2 of his disciples, and said unto him, Art thou he that should come, or do we look for another? Jesus answered and said unto them, Go and show John again those things which ye do hear and see. The blind receive their sight, and the lame walk, the lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear, the dead are raised up, and the poor hath the gospel preached to them. And blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me. And as they departed, Jesus began to say unto the multitudes concerning John, What went ye out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaken with the wind? But what went ye out for to see? A man clothed in soft raiment? Behold, they that were soft clothed are in kings' houses. But what went ye out for to see? A prophet? Yea, I say unto you, and more than a prophet. For this is he, of whom it is written, Behold, I send my messenger before thy face, which shall prepare thy way before thee. Verily I say unto you, among them that are born of women, there hath not risen a greater than John the Baptist. Notwithstanding, he that is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force. For all the prophets and the law prophesied until John. And if ye will receive it, this is Elias, which was for to come. He that hath ears to hear, let him hear. But whereunto shall I liken this generation? It is like unto children sitting in the markets, and calling unto their fellows, and saying, We have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. For John came, neither eating nor drinking, and they say, He hath a devil. The Son of Man came, eating and drinking, and they say, Behold, a man gluttonous and a winebibber, a friend of publicans and sinners. But wisdom is justified of her children. Then began he to upbraid the cities wherein most of his mighty works were done, because they repented not. Woe unto thee, Chorazin! Woe unto thee, Bethsaida! For the mighty works which were done in you have been done in Tyre and Sidon, they would have repented long ago in sackcloth and ashes. But I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for Tyre and Sidon in the day of judgment than for you. And thou, knoweth the Son, but the Father. Neither knoweth any man the Father, save the Son, and he, to whomsoever the Son will reveal him. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. The Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 12. At that time Jesus went on the Sabbath day to the corn, and his disciples were hungry, and began to pluck the ears of corn and to eat. But when the Pharisees saw it, they said unto him, Behold, thy disciples do that which is not lawful to do upon the Sabbath day. But he said unto them, Have ye not read what David did when he was an hungered, and they that were with him? How he entered into the house of God, and did eat the showbread, which was not lawful for him to eat, neither for them which were with him, but only for the priests? Or have ye not read in the law, how that on the Sabbath days the priests in the temple profane the Sabbath, and are blameless? But I say unto you, that in this place is one greater than the temple. But if ye had known what this meaneth, I will have mercy and not sacrifice, and would not have condemned the guiltless. For the Son of Man is Lord even of the Sabbath day. And when he was departed thence, he went into their synagogue. And behold, there was a man which had his hand withered. And they asked him, saying, Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath days? That they might accuse him. And he said unto them, What man shall there be among you that shall have one sheep, and if it fall into a pit on the Sabbath day, will he not lay hold on it and lift it out? How much then is a man better than a sheep? Wherefore it is lawful to do well on the Sabbath days. Then said he to the man, Stretch forth thine hand. And he stretched it forth, and it was restored whole, like as the other. Then the Pharisees went out and held a council against him, how they might destroy him. But when Jesus knew it, he withdrew himself from thence, and great multitudes followed him. And he healed them all, and charged them that they should not make him known, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by Isaiah the prophet, saying, Behold my servant, whom I have chosen, my beloved, in whom my soul is well pleased. I will put my spirit upon him, and he shall show judgment to the Gentiles. He shall not strive nor cry, neither shall any man hear his voice in the streets. A bruised reed shall he not break, and smoking flax shall he not quench, till he send forth judgment unto victory. And in his name shall the Gentiles trust. Then was brought unto him one possessed with the devil, blind and dumb, and he healed him, insomuch that the blind and dumb both spake and saw. And all the people were amazed, and said, Is not this the son of David? But when the Pharisees heard it, they said, This fellow doth not cast out devils, but by Beelzebub, the prince of the devils. And Jesus knew their thoughts, and said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And if I, by Beelzebub, cast out devils, by whom do your children cast them out? Therefore they shall be your judges. But if I cast out devils by the Spirit of God, then the kingdom of God is come unto you. Or else, how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house? He that is not with me is against me, and he that gathereth not with me scattereth abroad. Wherefore I say unto you, all manner of sin and blasphemy shall be forgiven unto men, but the blasphemy against the Holy Ghost shall not be forgiven unto men. And whosoever speaketh the word against the Son of Man, it shall be forgiven him. But whosoever speaketh. A good man out of the good treasure of the heart bringeth forth good things, and an evil man out of the evil treasure bringeth forth evil things. But I say unto you, that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. Then certain of the scribes and of the Pharisees answered, saying, Master, we would see a sign from thee. But he answered and said unto them, An evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given to it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. For as Jonas was 3 days and 3 nights in the whale's belly, so shall the Son of Man be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. The men of Nineveh shall rise in judgment with this generation, and shall condemn it, because they repented at the preaching of Jonas. And behold, a greater than Jonas is here. The queen of the south shall rise up in the judgment with this generation, and shall condemn it. For she came from the uttermost parts of the earth to hear the wisdom of Solomon. And behold, a greater than Solomon is here. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places seeking rest, and findeth none. Then he saith, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished. Then goeth he, and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first. Even so shall it be also unto this wicked generation. While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. Then one said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto him and told him, Who is my mother, and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples, and said, Behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. The Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 13. The same day when Jesus out of the house and sat by the seaside, and great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore. And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow. And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up. Some fell upon stony places, where they had not matured, and forthwith they sprung up, because they had no deepness of earth. And when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had no root, they withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But other fell into good ground, and brought forth fruit, some 100-fold, some 60-fold, some 30-fold. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing, they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, By hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they are closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom, and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one, and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which received seed by the wayside. But he that received the seed in the stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and anon with joy receiveth it. Yet hath he not rooted himself, but dureth for a while. Though tribulation or persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. He also that received seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, choke the word, and he becometh fruitful. But he that receives seed into the good ground is he that heareth the word, and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit, and bringeth forth some 100, some 60, some 30. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, The kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man, which sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came, and sowed tares among the wheat, and went his way. But when the blade sprung and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the sons of the household came and said, Sir, it's not thou sowed good seed in thy field, whence then have the tares? He said unto them, An enemy hath done this. The servant said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. Let both go together until the harvest. And in the time of harvest, I will say to the reapers, Gather ye together first the tares, and leave them at others to burn them. Gather the wheat into my barn. Another parable put forth unto them, saying, The kingdom of heaven is like to a grain of mustard seed, which a man took and sowed in his field, which indeed is the least of all seeds, but when it is grown, it is the greatest of all herbs, and becometh a tree, so that the birds of the air come and lodge in the branches thereof. Another parable spake he unto them, The kingdom of heaven is like unto leaven, which a woman took and filled in 3 measures of meal, till the whole was leavened. All these things spake Jesus unto the multitudes in parables. Another parable spake he unto them, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet, saying, I will open my mouth in parables. I will utter things which have been kept secret from the foundation of the world. Then Jesus sent the multitude away, and went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked. The enemy that sows them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the laborers are angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned with fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a treasure in the field, which when a man hath found, he hideth, and the king thereof goeth and selleth all that he hath, and buyeth and receiveth. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant seeking goodly pearls. When he had found one pearl of great price, he went and sold all that he had, and bought it. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto oil that was cast into the sea, and gathered of every kind, which when it was full, they drew ashore, and sat down, and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away. So shall it be at the end of the world. The angels shall come forth, and sever the wicked from among the just, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Jesus saith unto them, Have ye understood all these things. They say unto him, Yea, Lord. And said he unto them, Therefore every scribe which is instructed unto the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is an householder, which bringeth forth out of his treasure things new and old. And it came to pass that when Jesus had finished these parables, he departed thence. And when he was coming to his own country, he taught them in their synagogue, insomuch that they were astonished, and said, Whence hath this man this wisdom, and these many words? Is not this the carpenter's son? Is not his mother called Mary, and his brethren James and Joseph, Simon and Judas, and his sisters? Were they not all with us? Whence then hath this man all these things? They were offended at him. But Jesus said unto them, A prophet is not without honor, save in his own country and in his own house. And he did not many mighty works to them, because of their unbelief. The Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 14. At that time Herod the Tetrarch heard of the fame of Jesus, and said unto his servants, This is John the Baptist. He is risen from the dead, and therefore mighty works do show forth themselves in him. For Herod had laid hold on John, and bound him, and put him in prison for Herodias' sake, his brother Philip's wife. For John said unto him, It is not lawful for thee to have her. And when he would have put him on death, they feared the multitude, because they counted him as a prophet. But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before them, and pleased Herod. Whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask. And she, being before instructed of her mother, said, Give me here John Baptist's head in a charger. And the king was sorry. Nevertheless, for the oath's sake, and them which sat with him and me, he commanded it to be given her. And he sent and beheaded John in the prison. And his head was brought in the charger and given to the damsel, and she brought it to her mother. And his disciples came and took up the body and buried it, and went and told Jesus. When Jesus heard of it, he departed thence by ship into a desert place apart. And when the people had heard thereof, they followed them on foot out of the cities. And Jesus went forth and saw a great multitude, and was moved with compassion toward them, and he healed their sick. And when it was evening, his disciples came to him, saying, This is a desert place, and the time is now past. Send the multitude away, that they may go to the villages and buy themselves victuals. But Jesus said unto them, They need not go. Give ye them to eat. And they say unto him, We have here but 5 loaves and 2 fishes. He said, Bring them hither to me. And he commanded the multitude to sit down on the grass, and took the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes, and looking up to heaven, he blessed and brake, and gave the loaves to his disciples, and the disciples to the multitude. And they did all eat, and were filled, and they took up of the fragments that remained 12 baskets full. And they that had eaten were about 5,000 men, beside women and children. And straightway Jesus constrained his disciples to get into a ship, and to go before him to the other side, while he sent the multitudes away. And when he had sent the multitudes away, he went up into a mountain apart, to pray. And when the evening was come, he was there alone. So the ship was now in the midst of the sea, tossed with waves, for the wind was contrary. And in the 4th watch of the night, Jesus went unto them, walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, It is a spirit. And they cried out for fear. But straightway Jesus spake unto them, saying, Be of good cheer, it is I, be not afraid. And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be thou, then come unto me. And he said, Come. And Peter was come down out of the ship, and walked and go to Jesus. And when he saw the wind boisterous, it was a night, and beginning to sink, he cried, saying, of a truth. Thou art the Son of God. And when the God over, I gave into the land of Israel. And when the men of that place had knowledge of him, they sent out into all that country round about, and brought unto him all that were diseased, and besides, that they might only touch the hem of his garment, and as many as touched, were made perfectly whole.
You've not enough life for fire.
Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 15. Then came to Jesus scribes and Pharisees, which were of Jerusalem, saying, Why do thy disciples transgress the tradition of the elders? For they wash not their hands when they eat bread. But he answered and said unto them, Why do ye also transgress the commandment of God by your tradition? God commanded, saying, Honor thy father and mother, and he that curseth father or mother, let him die the death. But ye say, Whosoever shall say to his father or his mother, It is a gift, by whatsoever thou mightest be profited by me, and honor not his father or his mother, he shall be free. Thus hath he made the commandment of God of none effect by your tradition. Ye hypocrites, well did Isaiah prophesy of you, saying, This people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. But in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. And he called the multitude, and said unto them, Hear and understand, not that which goeth into the mouth defileth the man, but that which cometh out of the mouth, this defileth the man. Then came his disciples, and said unto him, Knowest thou that the Pharisees were offended after they heard this saying? But he answered and said, Every plant which my heavenly Father hath not planted shall be rooted up. Let the Lord make pride meetings of the blind, and if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Declare unto us this parable. And Jesus said, Why do you also yet without understanding? Now ye can understand that whatsoever entereth in at the mouth goeth into the mouth, and is cast out to the draught. But those things which proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart, and they defile the man. For out of the heart proceed evil thoughts, murders, adulteries, fornications, thefts, false witness, blasphemies. These are the things which defile a man. To eat with unwashed hands defileth not a man. Then Jesus went thence, and departed into the coasts of Tyre and Sidon. And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coasts, and cried unto him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with the devil. But he answered her not a word. And his disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away, for she crieth after us. And he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, It is not meet to take the children's bread and to cast it to dogs. And she said, Truth, Lord, yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fall from the master's table. Then Jesus answered and said unto her, Woman, great is thy faith. Be it unto thee even as thou wilt. And her daughter was made whole from that very hour. And Jesus departed from them, and went down into the sea of Galilee, and went up into a mountain, and sat down there. And great multitudes came unto him, having with them those that were lame, blind, dumb, maimed, and many others, and cast them down at Jesus' feet, and he healed them. And so much that the multitude wondered when they saw the dumb to speak, the maimed to behold, the lame to walk, and the blind to see, and they glorified the God of Israel. Then Jesus called his disciples unto him and said, I have compassion on the multitude, because they continue with me now 3 days, and have nothing to eat, and I will not send them away fasting, lest they faint in the way. And his disciples said unto him, When shall we have so much bread in the wilderness, as to fill so great a multitude? And Jesus said unto them, How many loaves These also of the Sadducees came and tempted and desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. He answered and said unto them, When it is evening, ye say, It will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. Oh, ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed. And when his disciples were come to the other side, they had forgotten to take bread. And Jesus said unto them, Take heed and beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees. And they reasoned among themselves, saying, It is because we have taken no bread. Which when Jesus perceived, he said unto them, O ye of little faith, why reason ye among yourselves, because ye have brought no bread? Do ye not yet understand that you remember the 5 loaves of the 5,000, and how many baskets you took up? And the 7 loaves of the 4,000, and how many baskets you took up? How is it that ye do not understand that I spake it not to you concerning bread, that ye should beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees? Then understood they how that he bade them not beware of the leaven of bread, but of the doctrine of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees. When Jesus came to the coast, Caesarea Philippi, as his disciples said, Do men say that I am the Son of Man? And they said, Some say that thou art John the Baptist, some Elias, and others Jeremiah, or one of the prophets. He saith unto them, But whom say ye that I am? And Simon Peter answered and said, Thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. And Jesus answered and said unto him, Blessed art thou, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood have not revealed it unto thee, but my Father which is in heaven. And I say also unto thee, that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. And I will give unto thee the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whatsoever thou shalt bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever thou shalt loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Then charged he his disciples that they should tell no man that he was Jesus the Christ. From that time forth began Jesus to show unto his disciples how that he must go into Jerusalem and suffer many things of the elders and chief priests and scribes, and be killed, and be raised again the 3rd day. Then Peter took him and began to rebuke him, saying, Be it far from thee, Lord, they shall not be unto thee. But he turned and said unto Peter, Get thee behind me, Satan. Thou art an offense unto me, for thou savorest not the things that be of God, but those that be of men. Then said Jesus unto his disciples, If any man will come after me, let him deny himself, and take up his cross, and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
Not enough minerals.
Or what shall a man give in exchange for his
Not
soul?
enough minerals.
For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he shall reward every man according to his works. Verily I say unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. The Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 17. And after 6 days, Jesus taketh Peter, James, and John his brother, and bringeth them up into an high mountain apart, and was transfigured before them, and his face did shine as the sun, and his raiment was white as the light. And behold, there appeared unto them Moses and Elias, talking with him. Then answered Peter, and said unto Jesus, Lord, it is good for us to be here. If thou wilt, let us make here 3 tabernacles, one for thee, and one for Moses, and one for Elias. For he yet spake, behold, a bright cloud overshadowed them, and behold, a voice out of the cloud, which said, This is my beloved Son, in whom I well pleased. Hear ye him. And when the disciples heard it, they fell on their face and were so afraid. And Jesus came and touched them and said, Arise, and be not afraid. And when they had lifted up their eyes, they saw no man, save Jesus only. And as they came down from the mountain, Jesus charged them, saying, Tell the vision to no man, until the Son of Man be risen again from the dead. And his disciples asked him, saying, Why then say the scribes that Elias must first come? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Elias truly shall first come, and restore all things. But I say unto you, that Elias is come already, and they knew him not, but have done unto him whatsoever they listed. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer of them. Then the disciples understood that he spake unto them of John the Baptist. And when they were come to the multitude, there came to him a certain man, kneeling down to him, and saying, Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is lunatic and sore vexed. For oftentimes he falleth into the fire, and oft into the water. And I brought him to thy disciples, and they cannot carry him. And Jesus answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me. And Jesus rebuked the devil, and he departed out of him. And the child was cured from that very hour. Then came the disciples to Jesus apart and said, Why could not we cast him out? And Jesus said unto them, Because of your unbelief. Verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, Remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Now more of this kind goeth not out, but by prayer and fasting. And while they abode in Galilee, Jesus said unto them, The Son of Man shall be betrayed into the hands of men, and they shall kill him, and the third day he shall be raised again. And they were exceeding sorrow. And when they were come to Capernaum, they that received tribute money came to Peter and said, Doth not your master pay tribute? He said, Yes. And when he was come into the house, Jesus prevented him, saying, What thinkest thou, Simon? Of whom do the kings of the earth take custom tribute? Of their own children, or of strangers? And Peter saith unto him, Of strangers. Jesus saith unto him, Then are the children free. Notwithstanding, that so should offend them. Go thou to the sea, and cast it out, and take up the fish that first swimmeth up. And when thou hast opened his mouth, thou shalt find a piece of money. Take it, and give unto them for me and thee. Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 18. At the same time came the disciples unto Jesus, saying, Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And Jesus called the little child, and set him in the midst of them, and said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted, and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoso shall receive one such little child in my name receiveth me. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. Woe unto the world because of offenses, for it must needs be that offenses come. But woe to that man by whom the offense cometh. Wherefore, if thy hand or thy foot offend thee, cut them off, and cast them from thee. It is better for thee to enter into life, whole or maimed, rather than having 2 hands or 2 feet, to be cast into everlasting fire. And if thine eye offend thee, pluck it out, and cast it from thee. It is better for thee to enter into life with 1 eye, rather than having 2 eyes, to be cast into hellfire. Take heed that ye despise not one of these little ones. For I say unto you, that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father, which is in heaven. For the Son of Man is come to save that which was lost. How think ye? If a man hath 100 sheep, and one of them be gone astray, doth he not leave the 99 and goeth into produceth more of that sheep than of the 99 which went not astray. Even so, it is not the will of your Father which is in heaven that one of these little ones should perish. If thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established. And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church. But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as a heathen man and a publican. Verily I say unto you, whatsoever he shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever he shall loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Again I say unto you, that if 2 of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times? Jesus saith unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. Therefore is the kingdom of heaven likened unto a certain king, which would take account of his servants. And when he had begun to reckon, one was brought unto him, which owed him 10,000 talents. But for as much as he had not to pay, his Lord commanded him to be sold, and his wife and children, and all that he had, and payment to be made. The servant therefore fell down, and worshipped him, saying, Lord, have patience with me, and I will pay thee all. Then the Lord of that servant was moved with compassion, and loosed him, and forgave him the debt. But the same servant went out, and found one of his fellow servants, which owed him 100 pence, and he laid hands on him, and took him by the throat, saying, Pay me that thou owest. And his fellow servant fell down at his feet, and besought him, saying, Have patience with me, and I will pay thee all. And he would not, but went and cast him into prison till he should pay the debt. So when his fellow servants saw what was done, they were very sorry, and came and told unto their Lord all that was done. Then his Lord, after that he had called him, said unto him, O thou wicked servant, I forgave thee all that debt, because thou desiredst me. Shouldest not thou also have compassion on thy fellow servant, even as I had pity on thee? And his Lord was wroth, and delivered him to the tormentors, till he should pay all that was due unto him. So likewise shall my heavenly Father do also unto you, if ye from your hearts forgive not every one his brother their trespasses.
My life for hire. Your great complete the enemy.
The Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 19. And it came to pass that when Jesus had finished these sayings, he departed from Galilee and came into the coasts of Judea beyond Jordan, and great multitudes followed him, and he healed the dead. The Pharisees also came unto him, tempting him, saying unto him, Is it lawful for a man to throw away his life for his cause? And he answered and said unto them, Have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female, and said, For this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they together shall be one flesh. Wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore God hath joined together, let not man put asunder. They say unto him, Why did Moses then command to give a writing of divorcement and to put her away? He saith unto them, First, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives. But from the beginning it was not so. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committeth adultery. And whoso marrieth her which is put away, doth commit adultery. And his disciples say unto him, If the case of the man was so with his wife, it is not good to marry. But he said unto them, All cannot receive this save they to whom it is given. For there are some eunuchs which were so low and there are some eunuchs which were made eunuchs. hands on them and pray. And the disciples rebuked them. But Jesus said, suffer little children, and forbid them not to come unto me, for of such is the kingdom of heaven. And he laid his hands on them, and departed thence. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good Master, what good thing shall I do, that I may have eternal life? And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good, but one, and that is God. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. He saith unto him, Which? Jesus said, Thou shalt do no murder, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, honor thy father and thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. The young man said unto him, All these things have I kept from my youth up. What lack I yet? Jesus said unto him, If thou wilt go and sell that thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven. Come and follow me. The young man heard that saying, went away sorrowful, possessions. And said Jesus unto his disciples, Verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of God. When his disciples heard it, they were exceedingly amazed, saying, Who then can be saved? But Jesus beheld them and said unto them, Men, this is impossible, but with God all things are possible. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have then? And Jesus said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me, and the regeneration of the Son of Man shall sit in the dawn of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive an hundredfold, and shall inherit everlasting life. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. The Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 2. For the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is an householder, which went out early in the morning to hire laborers into his vineyard. And when he had agreed with the laborers, many a day, he sent them into his vineyard. And he went out during the third hour, and saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and said unto them, Go ye also to the vineyard, and whatsoever is right, I will give you. And they went their way. Again he went out about the 6th and 9th hour, and did likewise. And about the 11th hour he went out, and found others standing idle, and said unto them, Why stand ye here all the day idle? They say unto him, Because no man hath hired us. He saith unto them, Go also to the vineyard, and whatsoever is right, that shall ye receive. So, when even was come, the Lord of the vineyard saith to his steward, Call the laborers, and give them their hire, beginning from the last to the first. Hired about the 11th hour, they received every man a penny. For when the first came, they supposed that they should have received more, and they likewise received every man a penny. And when they had received it, they murmured against the goodman of the house, saying, These last have wrought but 1 hour, and thou hast made them equal to us, which have borne the burden and heat of the day. But he answered them and said, Friend, I do thee no wrong. Didst not thou agree with me for a penny? Take that thine is, and go thy way. I will give unto these last, even as unto thee. Is it not lawful for me to do thy will? Is thine unlawful because I am good? So the last shall be first, these my two sons may sit, the one on my right hand and the other on the left in thy kingdom. But Jesus answered and said, Ye know not what ye ask. Are ye able to drink of the cup that I shall drink of, and to be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with? They say unto him, We are able. And he saith unto them, Ye shall drink indeed of my cup, and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with. But to sit on my right hand and on my left is not mine to give, but it shall be given to them. For it is prepared of my Father. And when the 10 heard it, they were moved with indignation against the two brethren. But Jesus called them unto him and said, Ye know that the princes of the Gentiles exercise dominion over them, and they that are great exercise authority upon them. But it shall not be so among you. But whosoever will be great among you, let him be your minister. And whosoever will be chief among you, let him be your servant. Even as the Son of Man came, not to be ministered unto, but to minister, and to give his life a ransom for many. And as they departed from Jericho, a great multitude followed him. And behold, 2 blind men sitting by the wayside, when they heard that Jesus passed by, cried out, saying, Have mercy on us, O Lord, thou Son of David. And the multitude rebuked them, because they should hold their peace. But they cried the more, saying, Have mercy on us, O Lord, thou Son of David. And Jesus stood still, and called them, and said, What will ye that I should do unto you? They said, Lord, that our eyes may be opened. So Jesus had compassion on them, and touched their eyes. And immediately their eyes received sight, and they followed him. Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 21. And when they drew nigh to Jerusalem, and were come to Bethlehem, to the Mount of Olives, then sent Jesus 2 disciples, saying unto them, Go into the village over against you, and straightway you shall find an ass tied, and with you. Loose them, and bring them unto me. And if any man say aught unto you, you shall say, The Lord have need of them, and surely he will send them. All this was done, and it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet, saying, Tell ye the daughter of Zion, Behold, thy king cometh unto thee, meek, and sitting upon an ass, and behold, the foal of an ass. And the disciples went, and did as Jesus commanded them, and brought the ass and the colt, and brought him their clothes, and they set him thereon. And a very great multitude spread their garments in the way. Others cut down branches from the trees, and strawed them in the way. And the multitudes that went before and that followed, saying, Hosanna to the Son of David. Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest. And when he was come into Jerusalem, all the city was moved, saying, Who is this? And the multitude said, This is Jesus, prophet of Nazareth of Galilee. And Jesus went into the temple of God, and cast out all them that sold and bought in the temple, and overthrew the tables of the money changers, and the seats of them that sold doves, and said unto them, It is written, My house shall be called the house of prayer, but ye have made it a den of thieves. And the blind and the lame came to him in the temple, and he healed them. And when the chief priests and scribes saw the wonderful things that he did, and the children crying in the temple, and saying, Hosanna to the Son of David, they were sore displeased, and said unto him, Hearest thou what these say? And Jesus saith unto them, Yea, have ye never read out of the mouth of babes and sucklings, thou hast perfected praise? And he left them, and went out of the city into Bethany, and he lodged there. And when the morning was, he returned into the city, carrying the same fig tree in the way, and came to it, and found the leaves on it, and said unto him, No fig tree, and so over the fire. And presently the not, whence was he, from heaven or of men? And they answered with themselves, saying, If we shall say from heaven, he will say unto us, Why did ye not then believe him? But if we shall say, from men, and the people will all hold John as a prophet. And they answered Jesus and said, We cannot tell. And he said unto them, Neither tell I you by what authority I do these things. A certain man had 2 sons, and he came to the first and said, Son, go work today in my vineyard. He answered and said, I will not. But afterward he repented and he came to the second and said likewise. And he answered and said, I go, sir, and went not. Another of them came and did the will of his father. They say unto him, The first. Jesus saith unto them, Verily I say unto you, that the publicans and the harlots go into the kingdom of God before you. For John came unto you in the way of righteousness, and ye believed him not. But the publicans and the harlots believed him, and ye, when ye had seen it, repented not afterward, that ye might believe him. Hear another parable. There was a certain householder which planted a vineyard, and hedged it round about, and digged a winepress, and built a tower, and let it out to husbandmen, and went into a far country. And when the time of the fruit drew near, he sent his servants to the husbandman, that they might receive the fruits of it. And the husbandman took his servants, and beat one, and killed another, and slew another. Again he sent other servants more than the first, and they did unto them likewise. But last of all, he sent unto them his son, saying, They will reverence my son. But when the husbandmen saw the son, they said unto themselves, This is the heir. Come, let us kill him, and let us seize on his inheritance. And they caught him, and cast him out of the vineyard, and slew him. The Lord therefore the vineyard cometh. What will he do unto those husbandmen? They say unto him, He will miserably destroy those wicked men, and will let out his vineyard unto other husbandmen, which shall render him the fruits of their seasons. Jesus saith unto them, Did ye never read in the Scriptures, the stone which the builders rejected, is out of the ground. This is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. Therefore say I unto you, the kingdom of God shall be taken from you, given to a nation, bringing forth the fruits thereof. Whosoever shall fall on this stone shall fall, and whomsoever it shall fall, he will bind him to death. And the chief priests and Pharisees and those elders, they perceived that he spake with them. But when they sought to lay hands on him, they feared the multitude, because they took him for a prophet.
SCP good to go, sir.
The Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 22. And Jesus answered and spake unto them again by parables, and said, The kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king, which made a marriage for his son, and sent forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding. And they did not come. Again he sent forth other servants, saying, Tell them which are bidden, Behold, I have prepared my dinner, my oxen and my fatlings are killed, and all things are ready. Come unto the marriage. But they made light of it, and went their ways, one to his farm, another to his merchandise, and the remnant took his servants, and treated them spitefully, and slew them. But when the king heard thereof, he was wroth, and he sent forth his armies, and destroyed those murderers.
SCP good to go, sir.
The wedding was ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy. Go ye therefore to the highways, and as many as ye shall find, unto the marriage. So those servants went out to the highways, and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment. And he said unto him, Friend, how camest thou hither, not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. And said the king to the servants, Why take away and cast you into outer darkness? There shall be weeping and gnashing. For many are called, but few are chosen.
I read you.
And with the Pharisees, they took counsel how they might take him to Christ. And they sent out unto him disciples, and said, Master, and thou whose is this image and superscription? They say unto him, Caesar's. Then saith he unto them, Render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto God
Right away, sir.
things that
Yes,
are
sir.
God's.
Orders received.
When they heard these words, they marveled, and left him, and went their way.
Job finished.
The same day came he to the Sadducees, saying that there is no resurrection, and asked him, saying, Master, Moses said, that a man died, having no children, his brother should marry his wife, raise up seed unto his brother. And there were with us 7 brethren, and the first, when he had married a wife, deceased, and having no issue, left his wife unto his brother. Likewise the second also, and the third unto the second. And last of all, the woman died also. Therefore the resurrection, whose wife shall she be of the 7? For they all had her. Jesus answered and said unto them, Ye do err, not knowing the Scriptures, nor the power of God. For in the resurrection, they neither marry nor given in marriage, but are as the angels of God in heaven. But as touching the resurrection of the dead, have not read that which was spoken unto you by God, saying, I am the God of Abraham, and the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. God is not the God of the dead, but of the living. And when the multitude heard this, they were astonished at his doctrine. But when the Pharisees had heard that he had put the Sadducees to silence, they were gathered together, and one of them with a voice asked him a question, tempting him, saying, Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first great commandment. And the second is like unto it, Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these 2 commandments all the law prophets. When the Pharisees were gathered together, Jesus asked them, saying, What think ye of Christ? Whose son is he? They said unto him, The son of David. He saith unto them, How then doth David in spirit to call him Lord, saying, The Lord said unto my Lord, Sit thou on my right hand, till I make thine enemies thy footstool. If David then called him Lord, how is he his son? And no man was able to answer him a word, not that there was any man from that day forth to ask him questions. Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 23. Then spake Jesus to the multitude and to his disciples, saying, The scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. All therefore whatsoever they bid you, observe, and do. But do not ye after their works, for they say, and do not. For they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, and lay them on men's shoulders. But they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers. But all their works they do for to be seen of men. They make broad their phylacteries, and enlarge the borders of their garments, and love the uppermost rooms at feasts, and the chief seats in the synagogues, and greetings in the markets, and to be called of men, Rabbi, Rabbi. But be not ye called Rabbi, for one is your master, even Christ, and all ye are brethren. And call no man your father upon the earth, for one is your Father, which is in heaven. Neither be ye called masters, for one is your master, even Christ. But he that is greatest among you shall be your servant. And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. But woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye shut up the kingdom of heaven against men. For ye neither go in yourselves, neither suffer ye them that are entering to go in. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayer. Therefore ye shall receive a greater damnation. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye come sea and land to make one proselyte, and when he is made, you make him twofold more the child of hell than yourselves. Woe unto you, blind guides, which say, whosoever shall swear by the temple, it is nothing. But whosoever shall swear by the gold of the temple, he is a debtor. Ye fools and blind, for whether is greater, the gold or the temple that sanctifieth the gold? And whosoever shall swear by the altar, it is nothing. But whosoever sweareth by the gift that is upon it, he is guilty. Ye fools and blind, for whether is greater, the gift or the altar that sanctifieth the gift? Whoso therefore shall swear by the altar, sweareth by it, and by all things thereon. And whoso shall swear by the temple, sweareth by it, and by him that dwelleth therein. And he that shall swear by him, sweareth by the throne of God, and by him that sitteth thereon. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye may tithe and mint, and add as to come, and have omitted the weightier matters of the law, judgment, mercy, and faith. These ought ye to have done, and not to leave the other undone. Ye blind guides, which strain at it and swallow. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye may clean the outside of the cup and of the plate, but within they are full of extortion and excess. Thou blind Pharisee, cleanse first that which is within the cup and plate, that the outside of them may be clean also. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye are like unto whited sepulchres, which indeed appear beautiful outward, but are within full of dead men's bones, all uncleanness. Even so ye also outward appear righteous unto men, but within ye are full of hypocrisy and iniquity. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because ye build the tombs of the prophets, and garnish the sepulchres of the righteous, and say, if we had been in the days of our fathers, we would not have been partakers with them in the blood of the prophets. Wherefore, ye be witnesses unto yourselves that ye are the children of them which killed the prophets. Fill ye up then the measure of your fathers. Ye serpents, ye generation of vipers, how can ye escape the damnation of hell? Wherefore, behold, I send unto you prophets and wise men and scribes, and some of them ye shall kill and crucify, and some of them shall ye scourge in your synagogues, and persecute them from city to city, that upon you may come all the righteous blood shed upon the earth, blood of righteous Abel, unto the blood of Zacharias son of Barachias, whom ye slew during the time of the altar. Verily I say unto you, all these things shall come upon this generation. Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets and stonest them, to send unto thee, how often would I have gathered the children together, even as a hen gathereth her chickens under her wings, and ye would not. Behold, your house is left unto you desolate. For I say unto you, you shall not see me henceforth. Ye shall say, blessed is he that cometh in the name of the The Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 24. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Jesus said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed, and no man deceive you. Many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. That shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come. When we therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, who stand in the holy place, suddenly this splendor or stand, let them which preach you flee into the mountains, that him which is on the housetops not come down to take anything out of his house, and the man which is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto them that are rejoiced, to them that give suck in those days. They rage and not enter the Sabbath day, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, forever shall be. Except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And then, if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it be possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Behold, I have told you. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the sea of believe it not. For as the light cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall together, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect of four winds, one from the other. Now learn, herald forth the fig tree, when his branch is yet tender, and putteth on the leaves. Know that the summer is nigh. So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels in heaven, but my Father in heaven. But as the days of the early world, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, till the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. servant at the house had known at what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore, be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. But and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, My Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. The Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 25. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps, and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps, and took no oil with them, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, Behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. And all those virgins arose, and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, Give us a little, for our lamps are gone out. The wise answered, saying, Not so, lest there be not enough for us and you. But go ye rather to them that sell, and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, Verily I say unto you, I know you not. Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants, and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and gave them other 5 talents. And likewise he that had received 2, he also gave another 2. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth, and hid his Lord's money. After a long time the Lord of those servants cometh, and reckoneth with them. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliveredst unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. His Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things, I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliveredst unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them. His Lord said unto him, Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things, I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawn. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knowest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawn. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received mine own with usury. shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungry, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungry, and ye gave me no meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me not in. Naked, and ye clothed me not. Sick, and in prison, and ye visited me not. Then shall they also answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungry, or thirsty, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister unto thee? Then shall he answer them, saying, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye did it not to one of the least of these, ye did it not to me. And these shall go away into everlasting punishment, but the righteous into life eternal. The Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 26. And it came to pass, when Jesus had finished all these sayings, he said unto his disciples, Ye know that after 2 days is the feast of the Passover. Then assembled together the chief priests, the scribes, and the elders of the people, unto the house of the high priest, who was called Caiaphas, and consulted that they might take Jesus by subtlety and kill him. But they said, Not on the feast day, lest there be an uproar among the people. And when Jesus was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman, having an alabaster box, a very precious ointment, and poured it on his head, as he sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, To what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much, and given to the poor. When Jesus understood it, he said unto them, Why trouble ye the woman? For she hath wrought a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. For in that she hath poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this, that this woman hath done, be told for a memorial of her. Then one of the 12, called Judas Iscariot, went unto the chief priests, and said unto them, What will ye give me, that I will deliver him unto you? And they covenanted with him for 30 pieces of silver. From that time, he sought opportunity to betray him. Now the first day of the feast of unleavened bread, the disciples came to Jesus, saying unto him, Where wilt thou that we prepare for thee to eat the Passover? And he said, Go into the city to such a man, and say unto him, The Master saith, My time is at hand, I will eat the Passover of thy house. My disciples did as Jesus had appointed them, and they made ready the Passover. Now when the even was come, he sat down with the 12. And as they did eat, he said, Verily I say unto you, that one of you shall betray me. And they were exceeding sorrowful, and began every one of them to say unto him, Lord, is it I? And he answered and said, He that dippeth his hand with me in the dish, the same shall betray me. The Son of Man goeth, as it is written of him. take, lo, Judas, one of the 12, came, and with him a great multitude, swords and staves, from the chief priests and elders of the people. Now he that betrayed him gave them a sign, saying, Whomsoever I shall kiss, that same is he, hold him fast. And forthwith he came to Jesus and said, Hail, Master, and kissed him. And Jesus said unto him, Friend, wherefore art thou come? Then came they and laid hands on Jesus and took him. And behold, one of them which were with Jesus stretched out his hand, and drew his sword, and struck his son in the high places, and smote on his ear. Then said Jesus unto him, Put up again thy sword into his place. All they that take the sword shall perish by sword. Thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to the Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels? But how then shall the scriptures be fulfilled, that thus it must be? And that same hour said Jesus to the multitudes, Come not as against a me, the swords and staves for to take me. I said David with you teaching in the temple, and you played no more. All of this was done, and the scriptures of the prophets might be fulfilled. Then all the disciples forsook him and fled. And they that had laid hold on Jesus led him away to Caiaphas the high priest, where the scribes and the elders were assembled. And Peter followed him far off unto the high priest's palace, went in and sat with the servants to see the end. Now the chief priests and elders and all the council sought false witness against Jesus to put him to death, but found none. Yea, though many false witnesses came, yet found they none. At the last came 2 false witnesses, and said, This fellow said, I am able to destroy the temple of God, and to build it in 3 days. And the high priest arose and said unto him, Answerest thou nothing? What is it which these witness against thee? But Jesus held his peace. And the high priest answered and said unto him, I adjure thee by the living God that thou tell us whether thou be the Christ, the Son of God. Jesus saith unto him, Thou hast said. Nevertheless, I say unto you, hereafter shall ye see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power, and coming in the clouds of heaven. Then the high priest rent his clothes, saying, He hath spoken blasphemy. What further ye have ye witnesses? Behold, now ye have heard his blasphemy. What think ye? They answered and said, He is guilty of death. Then did they spit in his face and buffeted him, and others smote him with the palms of their hands, saying, Prophesy unto us, thou Christ. Who is he that smote thee? Now Peter sat down in his house, and a damsel came unto him, saying, Thou also wast with Jesus of Galilee. But he denied before them all, saying, I know not what thou sayest. And when he was gone out into the porch, another maid saw him, and said unto them that were there, This fellow was also with Jesus of Nazareth. And again he denied with an oath, I do not know the man. And after a while came unto him David stood by, and said to Peter, Surely thou also art one of them, for thy speech bewrayeth thee. Then began he to curse and to swear, saying, I know not the man. And the cock crew. And Peter remembered the word of Jesus, which said unto him, Before the cock crow, thou shalt deny me thrice. Bitter. The Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 27. When the morning was come, all the chief priests and elders of the people took counsel against Jesus to put him to death. When they had bound him, they led him away and delivered him to Pontius Pilate and others. Then Judas, which had betrayed him, when he saw that he was condemned, repented himself, and brought again the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and elders, saying, I have sinned, and that I have betrayed the innocent blood. And they said, What is that to us? See thou to that. And he cast down the pieces of silver in the temple, and departed, and went, and hanged himself. And the chief priests took the silver pieces, and said, It is not lawful for to put them into the treasury, because it is the price of blood. And they took counsel, and bought with them the potter's field, there be strangers in. Wherefore that field was called the field of blood to this day. Then was fulfilled that which was spoken by Jeremy the prophet, saying, And they took 30 pieces of silver, the price of him that was found, whom they of the children of Israel value, and gave them for the cotton, as the Lord appointed. And Jesus stood before them, and the governor asked him, saying, Art thou king of the Jews? And Jesus said unto him, Thou sayest. And he was accused of the chief priests and elders. He answered nothing. Then said Pilate, Knowest thou not how many things they witness against thee? And he answered him, Every word, insomuch that the governor loved him greatly. Now at that feast, the governor was wont to release unto the people in prison whom they would. And they had there a notable prisoner called Barabbas. Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them, Whom will ye that I release unto you? Barabbas or Jesus, called Christ? For he knew that for envy they had delivered him. When he was set down under judgment, his wife sent unto him, saying, Have thou nothing to do with that just man? I have suffered many things this day in a dream because of him. But the chief priests and elders persuaded the multitude that they should ask Barabbas and destroy Jesus. The governor answered and said unto them, Whether of the twain will ye that I release unto you? They said, Barabbas. Pilate saith unto them, What shall I do then with Jesus, which is called Christ? They all say unto him, Let him be crucified. And the governor said, Why? What evil hath he done? But they cried out the more, saying, Let him be crucified. When Pilate saw that he could prevail nothing, but that rather a tumult was made, he took water and washed his hands before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the blood of this just person. See ye to it. Then answered all the people and said, Its blood be on us and on our children. Then released he Barabbas unto them, and when he had scourged Jesus, he delivered him to be crucified. Then the soldiers of the governor took Jesus into the common hall, and gathered unto him the whole band of soldiers, and they stripped him, and put on him a scarlet robe. And when they had planted a crown of thorns, they put it upon his head, and a reed in his right hand. And they bowed the knee before him, and mocked him, saying, Hail, King of the Jews! And they spit upon him, and took the reed, and smote him on the head. And after that they had mocked him, they took the robe off from him, and put his own raiment on him, and led him away to crucify him. And as they came out, they found a man of Cyrene, Simon by name. Him they compelled, spit upon him, and took the reed, and smote him on the head. And after that they had mocked him, they took the robe off from him, and put his own raiment on him, and led him away to crucify him. And as they came out, they found a man of Cyrene, Simon by name. Him they compelled to bear his cross. And when they were come unto a place called Golgotha, that is to say, a place of a skull, they gave him vinegar to drink mingled with gall. And when he had tasted thereof, he would not drink. And they crucified him, and parted his garments, casting lots, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet. They parted my garments among them, and upon my vesture did they cast lots. And sitting down they watched
Not
him,
enough minerals.
and set up
Not
over
enough
him
minerals.
his accusation.
Not enough minerals.
This is Jesus, the King of the Jews. Then were there two thieves crucified with him, one on the right hand and another on the left. And they that passed by reviled him, wagging their heads, saying, Thou that destroyest the temple, and buildest it in 3 days, save thyself. If thou be the Son of God, come down from the cross. Likewise also the chief priests mocking him, the scribes and elders said, He saved others, himself he cannot save. If he be the King of Israel, let him now come down from the cross, and we will believe him. If he trusted in God, let him deliver him now, if he will have him. For he said, I am the Son of God. The thieves also, which were crucified with him, was darkness over all the land until the ninth hour. And about the ninth hour, Jesus cried with a loud voice, saying, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. That is to say, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? Some of them that stood there, they heard that and said, This man is Elias. Straightway one of them ran and took a sponge and filled it with vinegar and put it on a reed and gave him to drink. The rest said, Let us see whether Elias will come to save him. Jesus, when he had cried again, the veil of the temple was rent in twain from the top to the bottom, and the earth did quake, the rocks rent, and the graves were opened, and many bodies of the saints which slept rose and came out of the graves after his resurrection, and went into the holy city and appeared unto many. Now when the centurion and they that were with him watching Jesus saw the earthquake and those things that were done, they feared greatly, saying, Surely this was the Son of God. And many women were there, beholding afar off, the others ministering among which was Mary Magdalene, and Mary the mother of James and Joseph, and the mother of Zebedee. A rich man of Arimathea named Joseph, who also himself was Jesus' disciple. He went to Pilate and begged the body of Jesus. Then Pilate commanded the body to be called out. And when Joseph had taken the body, he wrapped it in a cloth and laid it on his own mules, which he had brought out of the cross. The other miracles against the sacrifice. Now, the next day, at the following of preparation, the chief priests and the Pharisees came together with Pilate, saying, Sir, we remember that deceiver said, while he was yet alive, After 3 days I will rise again. And therefore that the sepulchre be made sure until the third day, lest his disciples come by night and steal him away, and say to him, He is risen from the dead. So the last word worse than the first. Pilate said, You have a watch. Go your way, make it as sure as you can. So they went and made the sepulchre of the stone. The second watch. The Gospel according to St. Matthew.
My life
The end of the Sabbath, at the dawn, on the first day of the week, came Mary Magdalene and the other It was a day when the angel of the Lord descended from heaven and came and rolled back the stone from the door and sat upon it. His countenance was like lightning, and his raiment white as snow, and the fear of him and became enemies. And the angel answered and said, Fear not, for I know that ye seek Jesus, which was crucified. He is not, for he
warriors have engaged the enemy.
and tell his disciples that he is risen from the dead. And behold, where shall ye see him? Lo, I have
My life for hire.
And they departed quickly from the sepulchre with fear and great joy, and did run to bring his disciples word. And as they went to tell his disciples, Jesus met them, saying, All hail! And they came and held him by the feet and worshipped him. Then said Jesus, Be not afraid. Go tell my brethren that they go into Galilee, and there shall they see me. Now when they were going, behold, some of the blind came and showed unto the chief priests all the things that were done. And when they were assembled with the elders and had taken counsel, they gave large money to the soldiers, saying, Say ye, his disciples came by night and stole him away while we slept. And if this come to the governor, we will persuade him and secure you. So they took the money and did as they were taught. And this saying is commonly reported among the Jews.
My life for hire. Thus I serve.
And some
Guide me.
they worship, but some doubt.
Thus I serve. I long
Jesus
for
came and spake
combat.
unto them, saying, all power is given
Minerals.
in heaven.
My life for hire.
Teach all
My
nations
life for hire. Warriors have engaged the enemy.
of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you. And lo,
This
I
law. My life for hire.
the end.
My life for hire.
According to St. Matthew, King James Version, read by Justin Bible. May God bless you with an unquenchable thirst for His holy
I
word.
long for combat. My life for hire. My life for hire. My life for hire. Enough minerals. Key house. Woodland claws. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. My life for hire. 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 The warriors have engaged the enemy. My life for hire. My life for hire. House minerals. Honor guide me. My life for hire. You've not enough minerals. I long for combat. My life for hire. My life for hire. My life for hire. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Upgrade my life for hire. My life for hire.
Rebel fighters no doubt performed
My life for hire.
Jewish historian
My life for hire.
taking part in it.
My life for hire. My life for hire.
Fortress of very
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
built by our ancient kings. It is called the City.
My life for hire. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Glorious places in all Israel. They made some of the most extreme.
My life for hire. My life for hire.
And they are most ardent supporters
My life for hire.
right
You've
in
not
the middle
enough
of
minerals.
to Masada.
Here had been stored a massive
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
wine and oil. There was also
This
found
law.
massive arms of every description.
You've not enough minerals. Complete. Complete.
Of 10,000.
My life for hire. Warriors have engaged the enemy. My life for hire.
From the heights of Masada, the defenders could see the Roman armies surrounding them. The outlines of the armies and siege works.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. My life for hire.
You were a Roman soldier approaching Masada.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Key house. I long for combat.
Massive ramps.
My life for hire.
When you would
Not enough minerals. You've not enough minerals. My life for hire. You've not enough minerals.
And no doubt great loss.
Your warriors have my life for hire. My life for hire. My life for hire. You've not enough minerals. My life for hire. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Honor guide me. My life for hire. My life for hire. Upgrade complete. My life for hire. You've not enough minerals. My life for hire. My life for hire. Warriors have engaged the enemy. Not enough minerals. I long for combat. My life for hire. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. My life for hire.
But Josephus' version of the story turned the Messiah
My life for hire.
symbol of a noble faith.
My life for hire. My life for hire. Have engaged the enemy. House. Upgrade complete. Northbound calls. My life for hire. My life for hire.
As a result, they have discarded some of their own.
My life for hire. Have engaged the enemy. My life for hire. Upgrade complete. My life for hire. Have engaged the enemy.
Without the temple,
I long for combat. What now calls?
what is going on?
My life for hire. The warriors have engaged the enemy. Not enough minerals. You've not enough minerals.
Not just the first time.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. You've not enough minerals. My life for hire.
Thinking like
My life for hire.
The priesthood that had
The warriors have engaged the enemy. My life for hire. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. My life for hire. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
the failure of the first revolt
You've not enough fireball vesting gas.
was still a part of Judaism.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
The Messiah had not arrived. The followers of Jesus proved by telling stories about the man they expected to live the new kingdom.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. You require more vesting gas. You've not enough minerals. You've not enough minerals. Upgrade complete. You've not engaged the enemy.
Until after
You require more vesting gas. My life for hire. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Research complete. Research complete.
so still a few years after Jesus himself.
Upgrade complete.
The first gospel.
My life for hire. My life for hire. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. My life for hire.
Meeting in each other's homes, churches told stories of Jesus' parables and of his suffering and death. These were not historical,
Upgrade complete.
but shared memories.
My life for hire.
news of Jesus Christ, the Son of God, as it is written in the prophet Isaiah. Prepare the way of the Lord.
내가 하고 싶을 때 할 수 있는 영상들 없다는 거. 재경 형이랑 태영 형이 얘기했던 거 기억하시죠?
2주일에서 3주일만 시간을 주면 이재동, 이영호, 뭐 택배도 맞춰. 그 급에서 내가 연습 좀 한번 해줄게.
아. 걔네들 중에서 급이 아니라 뭘요? 뭐예요? 영어라. 아 그럼 제가 한 거고.
내가 그거를 KT에 미리.
Require more minerals. Require more minerals. Require more minerals. Require more minerals. Require more minerals.
제가 따로 연락하겠습니다. 선택팩 일사한테 제가 따로 문의하겠습니다. 야, 우리 용 선생이 한 건 했어요. 그때 딱 하고 집중을 딱 하는데 언젠가 한번 써먹겠지라고 생각했는데 어쨌든 이모가 제가 자라나는 콩나물한테 선물 보내주려고 했는데 29살한테 선물 하려니까 있어야 어디 가서 먹고 살 수 있어. 게임 안 해도 밥을 먹으면 좀 맛있어요. 혼자 먹는 것보다.
Require more minerals. Require more minerals.
휴지도 있고
My forces are under attack.
휴지를 만든 사람은 인간적인 사람이라고 생각해요. 휴지는 항상 필요한 물건.
Our forces are under attack.
키보드 마우스 세팅이 중요한
Require more minerals. Evolution complete. Require more minerals. Spawn more overlords. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
엄마가 계셔서
Evolution complete.
마음이 오는데?
Evolution complete.
아 근데 이런 거 너무 불안한데?
Our forces are under attack. Evolution complete.
꼴찌면서 마우스 준 건데 윤혁이한테 너무 미안한데? 옛날에 재훈이랑 윤혁이가 썼는데 그것도 옛날이다.
Our forces are under attack.
지금 나 혼자 먹으면 시간 없을 것 같아.
Our forces are under attack.
솔직히 그때 한 번인가 아니었잖아. 두 번인가 세 번인가.
Our forces are under attack.
식당에 프로게임을 한다고 하길래 좀 자신감을 심어주길래 대충
그때는 프로게임 한다는 얘기 안 했는데 그때는 복수용가라.
Our forces are under attack.
너는 대신에 형이랑 연습해가지고 스타렉에서 승승장구하고 있잖아.
아 근데 저는 상당히 저그전을 못하고 토스잖아요.
아 그래? 태경이
Our forces are
만났잖아.
under attack.
그 전에.
그 전에 만났잖아요. 형이랑 하기 전에.
아니지 복수용대 하고 나서 만났잖아.
아 진짜요?
너 얼마 한참 뒤에 만났잖아. 형이랑 여행 올라와서 연습하고 나서. 오늘 무슨 얘기 할까?
치킨 내기라고.
3대 있었는데요? 3판 했어? 너 진짜 이거 두 말할 게 없다.
남자가 한국으로
너는 진짜 한 입으로 세 말하잖아. 상자가 차이나. 맵은 네가 제일 자신 있는 걸로.
Our forces are under attack.
볼게 뻔하니까. 야야야야야.
Our forces
저 긴장하면서 게임했나.
아 창의 실력이 갑자기 많이 늘었어.
저번에 잘했어요.
아 저번에보다 좀 늘었어. 이제 스타리그 올라가니까 역시 좀 달라지는데.
이게 바로 스타리그 포스지. 우리 팀에 개인이가 올라간 사람이 있냐? 나밖에 없어. 스파티즈의 자존심 타락이야. 아 아니에요. 장난으로 한 거.
승부가 패가 많아?
프로리그 4승 11패인가? 누구랑 해요?
빡세지.
졌어요 지금
아우 이기려고 하는 게 아니라. 하이가 톱석 그렇게 잘해?
야 알게 될게.
아 정말 깝깝하구만 진짜. 아 약해. 안 된다 야.
그러니까 자기만의 타이밍이 없어요. 무조건 상대가 멀티를 하거나 먼저 도발을 하면은 좀 이 타이밍에는 참을 때가 있는데 그런 게 없이 먼저 도발을 해오거나 그러면은 그냥 무조건 들이대는.
아 누가 잡도 좋아하네.
자기 자신을 가장 먼저 깨닫는 게 빠를 것 같아요. 뭐 연습생으로 뽑아달라고 빌어도 안 뽑을 정도 같아요. 냉정하게.
야 뭐냐? 이거 뭐하냐 정말. 내가 좀 제대로 하고 없는지도 모르고 제대로 해도 질 것 같아. 아 지금 왜냐면 질 것 같다라는 느낌이 드니까 아 이거 괜히 진짜 도전한다 그랬나 이런 생각 솔직히
Not enough minerals.
진짜 안 되니까
Not enough minerals.
옛날
Not enough
생각이 진짜
minerals.
예전에 내가 무언가 할 때 뭔가 빌드를 만들거나 그랬을 때 진짜 지금
Not enough minerals.
하지 마라 안 된다 빌드가 그게 필요해.
Not enough minerals.
이건 진짜 칼을 뽑은 거 해야 되겠다는 생각이. 다시 한번 가보자. 한번 가. 일단
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
이겼어. 아 이겼어. 그래도
다 못 이기는데.
아사고기? 바로 한 번씩 형 이렇게 운이 터져. 아 처음에는 그 마우스가 안 맞아.
Not enough minerals. 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 Not enough minerals.
형이야. 자,
Not enough minerals.
너 스타일링 때보다 더 열심히 하던데?
Not enough minerals.
아 좀 너도 같이 먹고 임마 좀. 애들이랑 좀 동생들 같이 좀 먹어야지. 혼자 그렇게 먹으면 코치가 돼서. 앞으로 치킨 먹고 싶으면 언제든 형이 도전 받아줄게.
My life for hire. not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. Your land calls. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. My life for hire. We are under not enough minerals.
사라지는데? 외롭지.
Is to us I serve. My land calls. My life for hire. I long for combat. I long for combat. We are under attack. You have not enough minerals. I long for combat. Honor guide me. My life for hire. My life for hire. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. I long for combat. You have not enough minerals. My life for hire. Cheers. It's all true. Honor guide me.
사유 왜 이렇게 시끄러워?
I long for combat.
이렇게 시끄러워?
Us I serve. I long for combat. Honor guide me. My life for hire.
재밌었을지 모르겠어요. 말도.
My life for hire.
자, 마지막 연습을
Not enough minerals. Land calls.
오!
My life for hire.
아, 그래 도배셔야 핫보이를 또 혼나네. 아.
되게 많이 쫓아온 것 같아요. 지금. 처음에는 좀 많이 이상하고 좀 손놀림도 별로 보이는데 지금은 조언이라 해야 하나 이렇게 가르쳐 주면은 바로바로 좀 실행하시니까 좀 습득하는 게 되게 좋은 것 같아요.
나 이거 줘 어떻게?
첫 판은 60점이라고 하는데 두 번째 판은 80점 정도고 근데 제가 어떤 플레이를 하려고 그거에 대해서
영수야 우리 막판 할까 막판?
My life Not enough resources. Engage the enemy. My life for hire. What now calls? My life for hire. My life for hire. The warriors have engaged the enemy. My life for hire. Not enough minerals.
다음에 기회 되면 또
My life for hire.
잘 보자. 고맙다. 안녕.
Warriors have engaged the enemy. My life for hire. Not enough minerals. I long for combat. My life for hire. My life for hire. The warriors have engaged the enemy.
이렇게 연습을 하는 게 확실히
Not enough minerals. My life for hire. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. My life for hire. Not enough minerals. Have engaged the enemy. Upgrade complete. My life for hire. My life for hire. My life for hire. Warriors have engaged the enemy. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. I long for combat. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. My life for hire. My life for hire. My life for hire. Not enough warriors have engaged the enemy. My life for hire. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. My life for hire. My life for hire. Upgrade complete. My life for hire.
아 여보세요. 예, 저 강민이에요.
My life for hire.
진우도 옆에 있고요. 진우랑 또 잠깐 통화할 수 있어요? 네.
Yes, I serve.
뭐래 지금? 잘 지내? 좀 해줘. 좀 도와줘.
My life for hire.
방송 나가는 거지? 지면 지는 건 안 하는 거고 이기는 건 안 하는 거야. 아니 영호도 내가 한 번 잡은 거 방송 나갔잖아.
그거 톡수정이고.
형 벌써부터 긴장하는 거야?
아, 긴장을 안 해고 이게 또 원숭이 좀 만들어야지 알잖아.
원숭이가 나오면서 너
좀 연습하고 왔어?
좀 연습이 돼 있는 상황이니까 내가 너한테 미리 귀띔해 주는 거야. 얘 벌써부터 떨고 있어 홈키로.
어디야 빨리 와. 없어.
알았어. 그러면 야 배틀에서 봤으니까 이제 경기 해하자.
알았어.
채팅하자. 오늘 8%의 실력을 보여주겠다. 아, 홈키로 자기는 16%래. 아, 홈키로 진짜 너무 웃겨. 8%의 대결. 솔직히 잡을만하지, 솔직히. 16% 대 8%의 대결이면 8%가 이길 수도 있지. 그간에 또 나름 연습을 좀 했으니까. 그때 이제 정석이랑 성기랑 태민이랑 있었을 때는 그간에 또 나름 부족한 상황에서 또 괜히 덤볐다가 진짜 큰 코 다쳤고. 왜 안 내려? 아. 말인데 2호차 22호석으로 나왔대. 그건 역시 형신이다. 갑자기 편집 내지 게시판 그럼 나겠지. 저주 할 거래. 정신을 저주.
야, 피디님 성 적절히 편집 안 하면 아무도 앞으로 안 나간다고 해.
아, 오늘 드디어 진짜 당신 벌써부터 긴장하는 거야?
아, 긴장은 아니고 이게 또 원숭이도 만들어야지 알자.
원숭이가 나 앞에서 오늘 8%의 실력을 보여주겠다. 야, 좋아 좋아 정브러시 승리. 이 8% 자식이. 아니 왜 이렇게 웃냐. 이해 저주가 생기고 나서 생활에도 되게 이상한 일이 생겼대. 지난번에 서울 왔잖아. 서울에 왔는데 22일날인데 기차를 타는데 서울에서 계룡역 새마을호를 탔는데 예매를 했는데 좌석이 2호차 22호석으로 나왔대. 이게 말이 돼? 자기 깜짝 놀랐다고. 야, 말도 안 돼 진짜. 역시 당신이. 이게 지금
시청자여러분 안녕하십니까. 올드보이 특별 해설진 캐스터
안녕하세요, 박영욱입니다.
지금부터 그 놀라운 경기의 세계 경기 여러분 과연 어떤 경기가 나올지 지금부터 직접
아, 자꾸 웃기네. 감독님이 저한테 결과를 물어보더니 헉 하고 놀라더니 가셨대 그냥. 아.
그래서 인정인데 문제로 장기전에는 아무래도 승리를 볼 수가 없습니다. 이번 경기에는 좀 중장기전을 좀 생각한 그런 플레이를 보여주네요.
언제는 상황에서 지금 준비하고 있습니다. 저번에 자료가 모아놨는데 자 이제 지금 세이드 앞에 나와 있는 상황에서 없어지 모아고 있어요.
그러다 보니까 강민 선수 같은 경우에는 이 뮤탈스크 때문에 질럿이 섣부르게 달려가기 좀 어려운 입장이에요.
네. 자 그런데 일단 질럿을 통해서 스포츠를 봤고요. 자 하단으로 카시안이 일단 올라간 상황에서 뮤탈이 서서히 상대편 진영까지 왔거든요.
네, 다수의 스콜지기 때문에 언제든지 프로토스의 본진까지 급습할 수 있는 홍진호 선수야.
일단 키도 너무 많은데
네, 너무 무리인데요 이거는.
무리하고 스쿼지는 커서를 못 잡았네요.
지금 강민 선수가
네.
그 전진에 있던 질럿이 뮤탈스카 스콜지 교전 때 잠시 멈췄었어요.
그렇죠.
네, 잠시 멈췄다가 뮤탈스카 한번 맞고 나니까 움직이는 모습. 네, 약간 재밌어요.
그렇습니다. 전반적인 그런 상황 속에서 이 군대는 지금 전혀 재밌지 않고 있습니다. 홍준호 선수. 안만한 분위기.
야, 이쪽에서 질럿 피해를 안 받아도 될 피해를 좀 많이 받는 느낌인데요 지금요.
네, 그리고 여기 이거 좋아요. 성공 나는데요.
네, 좋아요. 지금까지 경기 중에서 가장 큰 성과를 이뤘어요. 지금 지금 홍준호 선수 뭐 하나요?
그 순간 좀 계속 되고 있는 상황이고, 자, 홍준호 선수도 이제 본진 지역이 좀 어려움이 있는 상황이기 때문에 여기 좀 약간 부분을 못했어요. 지금 드론은 다 사라졌고,
질럿이
커서도 다 사라졌고.
이거
좀 양 선수가 주거니 받거니 이것 좀 드십시오.
네.
반대편에서 이것 좀 드십시오. 서로 양보하는 느낌이에요.
막 공격이 좀 엇갈리다 보니까 그게 좋은 것 같아요. 네. 생각을 하자면요. 네. 왜 이렇게 신났나요? 왜 이렇게 신났어요?
재밌잖아요.
그런가요? 네. 있어요.
9지역의 프로토스의 제2의 확장 기지를 가져가기 위해서 이 다크로 좀 시간을 좀 끌어줘야 되거든요.
네. 자, 그런데. 서브 타이밍 맞게.